O scholars of the religion, there is a Dhimmi who is confused about your religion, so direct him to the clearest of evidences. If my Lord decreed my disbelief according to your claim, and he is not pleased with it for me, then what is the way for my deliverance from this issue? He calls me to guidance but closes the door upon me. So is there a way for me to enter? Clarify for me my affair. He decreed my misguidance, then said, Be pleased with the divine decree. I am not pleased with that which has in it my misery. If I am, O people, pleased with what was decreed, then my Lord is not pleased with the ill omen of my misfortunate. And should I be pleased with what my master is not pleased with? Surely I am confused, so direct me on how to remove my confusion. If my Lord wills disbelief for me from his will, then am I a disobedient one if I follow his will? And do I have ability to oppose his judgment, so by Allah cure my rage with evidences? Your question, oh, this one is a question of a stubborn one, disputing with the Lord of the throne, the originator of the creation. The high company, that is, the angels, disputed this question well before with Iblis, who is the origin of the calamity. And whoever argues with the watcher over his creatures will return upon his head, humiliated towards the pit of fire. And the one who disputes with Allah will be called on the day of meeting to the hellfire altogether, the group of Qadarites, whether they deny decree or strive for it in order to dispute with Allah using it, or argue falsely with it against the legislation. And the origin of misguidance of the creation from every sect is disputing the actions of the deity due to its reason. Verily they did not understand the wisdom for it, his actions. So then, they became upon a type of Jahiliyyah. For verily, all the universe was enjoined by his action, the will of the Lord of the creation, the originator of the creation. The essence of the deity of the creation is existent with what it has of necessary eternal attributes. His will with his knowledge, then his ability are inseparable from the essence of Allah, the judge of the issues, and his creating of what he wills from his creation has wisdom in it and different types of mercy. We are not, even if we say his will occurs, from the deniers of his upright signs. Rather, the truth is that the judgment is for Allah alone. For him is the creation and commandment in the legislation. He is the praiseworthy king in every situation. For him is the dominion without the derogation of partnership, meaning shirk. Whatever our Mawla, our patron and supporter deity wants, verily it will occur. And what he does not will not occur by means of a plan. And his ability has no deficiency in it, and his judgment is general. So there is no specification for the case. I intend by this that all of the occurrences occur due to his ability and pure will. And our owner in all that he wills deserves praise and thanks that surpasses all possible praise. For verily he has in the creation blessings that are hidden, and wisdoms that are above the wise intellects, affairs which confuse the mind if one were to see from lowly wisdoms and every wonder. We believe Allah has ability, creation, and the ability to uphold the judgment of his will. So we affirm this all for our deity, and we affirm what is in that from every wisdom. And this station, in most times, the creation was unable to understand, so they denied it, turned away from it, and returned to confusion. And verification of what is in this station is by clarifying its innermost affairs and clarifying the truth regarding the wisdom of Allah in reality. It is the utmost goal for the traveler upon his sea. However, there is difficulty in expanding on this issue in the poetry of this poem of mine, due to the need to clarify detailed knowledge regarding the attributes of our Mawla, the honorable deity, and his beautiful names and the rulings of his religion, and his actions in all of this creation, and this and all praise is due to Allah is apparently clear. And his inspiration to the creation is the greatest blessing, and this was surely said, and he wrote his book, clarifying the cure for the sick souls. So your statement, why did he will, is similar to one who said, why did he, Allah, exist in eternity? And so like that, the intellect invalidates the point of this question, and its prohibition has come in every legislation. And in the universe there are many specifications that indicate to the one who has a type of intellect that he, Allah, has a will. And the statement that one being can only produce one thing, or the statement of allowance, is a confused arrow. There is no doubt in connecting every causation to what came before it, that is, caused it from the necessary reason. Rather, the affair regarding the means are what you see, and they are issued by the pure judgment of his will. And your statement, why did the deity will such and such, is what made the intellect of the creation slip into the depths of the pit of hell. For verily the Zoroastrians are those who say there is a creator for benefit, or good, and a Lord who creates the harm, or evil. Their question about the reason for evil led their leaders to fall into the doubt of dualism, of the existence of two gods. And that the earlier philosophical atheists said, the action, that is, the creation of the universe, was due to an ancient reason. They searched for a reason in the universe after denying him. However, they did not find it, so they were misguided by a misguidance. And from the origin of misguidance of every nation, of the followers of the blessed prophetic religion, is their disputing in that is the reason for creation. Thus their shirk emerged, and the clear signs from the prophets disappeared after a time period. And sufficient for you as a refutation of what you asked in terms of an excuse rejected by all those who possess the natural disposition. So you criticize all those who defame you and accuse them of every blame or dispraise, and you give gifts to those who ally with you out of pure love or affinity, and you hate everyone who opposes you from every sect, and their situation in every speech and action is like your situation, O this questioner, according to the most correct evidence. And sufficient for you is to hold back from blaming every disbeliever. So it is necessary for you to turn away from every oppressor over the people against their souls, wealth, and honor. And do not become angry one day at the one who sheds blood, or the thief who steals money belonging to a poor person, nor with one who insults aloud the honor which is protected, nor one who has intercourse in the form of adultery, nor one who hijacks the people on their path, nor one who corrupts the earth in every form, nor one who gives false testimony through fabrication and lie, nor one who accuses chaste women of committing fornication or adultery, nor one who corrupts the crops and cattle, nor a judge who judges the creation by way of bribery. And hold back your tongue from blaming every corrupter, and do not give a punishment to the one who commits a crime. Make easy the path of the liars who deliberately lie upon their Lord from everyone who comes with a fabrication. And if they intend misguidance, then follow them in their type of corruption and their intention to gain leadership. and argue on behalf of the accursed Pharaoh when he transgressed and was drowned in the sea with a wrathful revenge. And every disbeliever who associates partners with the deity, and another false deity, disbeliever in the prophethood, like Ad, Namrud, and the people of Saleh, and the people of Nu, then the dwellers in the wood, that is, the people of Madian, or Midian. And then dispute with Musa, may peace be upon him, and then the rest who came from the prophets, the revivers of the legislation, for their striving against the people when they transgressed, and they gave the mature disobedient person a punishment for his disobedience, and every glance of the eye or movement of the hair, and every grasp of the palm and step of the 2 feet. And every movement, rather every stillness, are under the decree of the deity and his judgment. So you do not have proof in that which you have brought. And sufficient for you is to lift the blame from every doer of evil who follows this analogy, that is, this line of thinking. So is it possible to lift all blame from all the people for every ugly deed, and leave off punishment on those who transgress, and for the creation to leave off justice between the citizens? So a soul will not be guaranteed, nor wealth like it, and Ad will then not be criticized for committing the similar crime.